Hans Schroeder and the Gestapo. On the right of your screen, at a total of 458 pounds, from Memphis, Tennessee, the King, Jerry Lawler. And from Australia, the superstar, Bill Dundee. This match, one fall, 20-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, there's the introduction for the one fall, 20-minute time limit tag match. The Gestapo in the mask, and, of course, big Hans Schroeder. As referee Jerry Calhoun comes over to send one of them out, the Gestapo steps out. Schroeder will be starting bell time. We are, in fact, ready for action, Danny. Billy Dundee, I really take my hat off to this guy. He is he's the kind of guy that is just a credit to pure intestinal fortitude. He stays in there and goes with it.
Right, you know, a few years back, I helped Bill a lot of his wrestling holds. He came to me and I showed him some of the shortcuts to wrestling, and I see that he's just super.
Well, that's what they call him, the superstar, and he's in there with a big 274-pound German from Berlin, Hans Schroeder. Tag off to the King, Jerry Lawler. Standing side headlock.
Jerry will be very quick. He's very smart. And this is the thing. If you stay ahead of your opponent, you're always thinking about two moves ahead of him, and that's what makes a very good tag team.
Interesting that you make that comment, Danny, because I will say that we have said over the past several years that Lawler is one of the smartest, most thinking wrestlers that we've seen in the ring. He not only has the ability, but that's one of the things that does keep him ahead of a lot of opponents.
That's right. You know when you start anticipating opponents to move or the way you go, you see you're ahead of them. And as long as you're ahead of them, they can't get behind you and beat you.
Gestapo had tagged in from Hans Schroeder into Bill Dundee right now. One fall, 20-minute time limit out. In case you just joined us on Championship Wrestling, we're sitting here with the former great world junior heavyweight champion, Danny Hodge, who's visiting. We're delighted to have him sitting in as our special guest commentator. In the corner, double team, Schroeder and the Gestapo. Dundee gets out. Gestapo nails his partners. Dundee ducks.
Again, it's a very clever wrestler. You get in that corner, and you get in trouble. And, of course, this is where your opponents get the advantage. And a lot of times, it's what the fans don't realize, fans, is the referee's got a count of 4, and a lot of damage can be done before they break those holds. And when they double team you in that corner, you're definitely in a lot of trouble. And you've got to keep in the corner, no matter who you are.
You know, a lot of times you see the fans on a team they don't like, and they will keep a wrestler or one of the opponents in the ring and won't let him tag out. And the fans get hot and they boo the guys, but that's just good wrestling strategy, isn't it?
Yeah. Depends on what side of the fence you're on, man. You know, if you're on a team and you're ahead like this, everybody thinks it's great, but if a guy pulls the hair and gets the advantage of you and starts to double team you, then once you're down, it's hard to come back. And this is why the fans many times want to blame the referee. They don't realize the referee has got a count of 4 to break those holds, and then everybody gets mad. But the other team, they're very smart to take advantage of any break that you can get in wrestling. I say take it.
Well, Jerry Lawler just took one in there as he tagged in from Big Dundee and really nailed Schroeder. And Schroeder rolled out.
You see, it also many things backfire, which we just saw right there. You got to remember that your opponent is also thinking just like you are.
Our observation on Schroeder is that he doesn't necessarily have some of the great wrestling moves. He depends on that brute strength. He's such a big guy, and he will pound with that forearm, which is, of course, legal. And if it works for you, that's great.
Right. You know, many of these great athletes have a motto, man, to, win if you can, but shoot if you must. But, a few wrongs don't make a right, and I think, boy, that was a good hook. And
Lawler getting hot. Fires out with that fist. The referee warned him about the closed fist.
Well, you see, this is what's bad. He's just paying back some of the dues that he's been getting.
He just reminded Schroeder that he's got a fist on the end of that arm. Billy, all right, flying press.
That's teamwork. Great.
And the hands of Jerry the King Lawler and Bill Superstar Dundee raised as Danny Hodge pointed out. Good teamwork. Lawler whipped in. Dundee came off with the press, and the official winners, Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler.
Thank you.
Congratulations, fellas.
Danny, could you do me a favor and try to keep this guy in line? How long's the show been on? What, 30 minutes?
Yeah, we've been on about.
I've been running all over the country trying to get back in the top 10 contenders for the world title. I made it, and you hadn't even mentioned it.
Well, okay, I've been a little remiss. You're just barely in. You're number 10. I want to point that out.
Well, I'm in the top 10. Where are you in the top 10 announcers? Huh?
Congratulations, Jerry.
All right, thank you, Danny. See if you can keep him in line for me, okay?
Lance Russell, I just want to tell you a little story about this guy. This guy, in my estimation, the toughest guy that ever put a pair of wrestling tights on. He was a legend. I knew about Danny Hodge before I ever come to Australia, and he'd never had a Bill Dundee. You're the greatest, buddy. He's an expression of mine. Okay?
Congratulations. Big win, and Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee come up with a good win over Schroeder and the Gestapo. Not an easy team by any means. And Danny, we want to thank you very much for dropping out here. And by golly, I know the Wrestling Fans Association, they've got people that are in from all over the United States that are here, are going to enjoy being able to see and meet Danny Hodge during this particular week. And any time you're around, make certain you come back here to Championship
Lance,
Wrestling.
thank you, and thank all you wonderful fans out there that's watching, and hope you'll come by the fan club convention down at the Riverside Holiday Inn.
Thank you. Danny Hodge. Ladies and gentlemen, you get a chance to see him later in the week. We're delighted to have him here today.